the start of the year in January last year, I did a thing called Hit or Miss, or Hit or Shit. I can't remember exactly what I called it. I was trying to predict what games before they actually came out, if they were going to be hits or misses, or delayed, or middle of the road. So we're going to do the same with this year after I react to my predictions from last year. Baldur's Gate 3 hit. All right. Baldur's Gate 3, I think it was a hit. We can go to a website to confirm if it was a hit or not. But Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year. I'm a fucking genius, obviously. So that's I'm putting 1 in the win column there. I don't know. No one knows. That's a weird game that got announced. This is Encore 6 software for a game they haven't made in which was a hit. I think about 12 to 15 years. To make a 6 game, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I think it's going to be middle of the road. Oh, I think that's a loss. Encore 6 was a hit. We go Open Critic. I think we said if it's over like 80%-ish, that's in general, that's a hit. Middle of the road is below middle of the road is around about the 70 mark. 70 or lower, I would say. 75, let's say 75 or lower. But hits would be 75% more. I'm taking an L on that one. Probably my mistake, because it's from software and they always make good games. But I just didn't know why they were announcing this game. And it just felt a bit odd that they were announcing like a sequel to a game that hasn't come out for ages. So I was just a bit like, yeah, a hit in many people's eyes, but it wasn't. The casuals, maybe not. Let's say middle of the road and play it safe with Destiny Lightfall. Oh, that's not very good. That's a miss. No, I'm gonna take a loss on that one. That's very much. I thought it was middle of the road. I mean, it's like 7, 6, 7, 5, but it's like 40%. Like we can also go to like the Steam page, to gauge really where it's at. Like it's at a 5 out of 10. That's a miss, mostly negative. So it's not. That's a miss. That is definitely a miss and stuff. Sequel to The Forest. That was a hit, which was quite a popular game. Sons of the Forest was a hit. Sons of the Forest. I'll say it's a hit. Sons of the Forest was a... Oh. What? Is it in early access? Is that why? Oh, it's in early access. I mean, it's very positive reviews. I'll take it. I didn't know it was coming out in early access. I don't think anyone did. Make this a hit, really. Oh, did I not make this a hit? Middle of the road. Oh, no, Dan. No, you should have believed. I mean, okay, reasoning for that is quite simple. It's Cyberpunk. I was a bit skeptical what was gonna happen with it. Thankfully, the game is in an amazing state now. But yes, Phantom Liberty was absolutely a hit, if you look at that. Great game, played it on stream, amazing game. Really made Cyberpunk into a game that is kind of like must play now. I used the reactions of the initial kind of game launch of how negative that was, and I was like, I don't know if it's gonna... I thought it would come out in a buggy state again. I thought they fixed the game somewhat, and with the release of this expansion, it would make things even more buggier, or like go back to what it was. That was my fear. Alan Wake 2. I said hit last time. I think it's... Yes! Nope. Yes! Got that right. Suicide Squad, Killed... Delayed. Squad, or whatever it's called. Coming out this year. I trust Rocksteady. I think it'll be a hit. Okay, I don't know what to do with these where... If it's delayed, I don't think we should just count that. I think we just ignore that. I obviously didn't know it was going to get delayed. I just guessed that some of these games would be delayed. But I still don't know how I feel on Suicide Squad. We got to make a decision about that soon, because I'm going to do hit or miss for this year, and that game's coming out next month. Starfield, miss. How do we view Starfield? I think Starfield, just without looking at the Metacritic or the OpenCritic score yet, it was middle of the road. That to me, nah, see, that's the thing. The 84, I wouldn't... This is what makes me go, huh? Because there was some people that were like, It's a 6. It's a 7. It seems to be 7 out of 10 seem to be like the standard for 6, 8, 8, 7, 7, 10. Fucking hell. Kind of enjoyed it initially, but as the more I played of it, the more I started to hate it. Is the best way to describe it. The more you play Starfield, the more that shine kind of disappears from it, and it just gets more and more boring. I think I will return to it, but only after fucking like hasn't been any kind of fix or patches for it at all. How is that possible? Like ridiculous. Like how there's been nothing that's been coming out for it in terms of an update. I really want there to be incredible mods for that game, and that will come with time. And I think it will be a better game once all that stuff starts coming out. I think it's middle of the road, so I think I'm going to take an L on that one. I think, or you could look at it as this, right? Starfield was a huge hyped game that was in the making for 25 years, or what the fuck Todd Howard said. Especially because it comes from Bethesda, has a lot of money behind it, a lot of people working on it for many years, and didn't exactly have the reception that they all thought it would have. Do you consider that a miss? I don't think it's a total miss, Starfield. I think people still enjoy playing it, but I think the majority of people didn't like it.
Diablo, we said hit already.
Diablo 4 is an interesting one. If you're looking on Steam, right? If you go to the user reviews on Steam, it's mixed to mostly positive, okay? That's a hit. Look at them reviews. 9998888. That's a hit. But if you look at it here, not really hit. This game fell off a cliff so quickly, to the point where I don't think it can recover. It just was not. It initially when people started playing, they were like, "This is cool," and then it just was like, "Woo!" If I check who's online playing this, do they have stats for Diablo? I mean, do they have Overwatch in here? Oh no, they do. So they must have Diablo. The Overwatch is currently the 52 most played game. Jesus. Diablo's not even on this list. It's not even the top 100. What? No one's playing Diablo 4 right now. Like, okay, well, there is people playing it, but it's not even the top 100 on Steam. That's insane. That's a miss. Okay, I'm going to overrule the initial reviews, because a game could be reviewed highly by critics and then it comes out to public and then the people are like, actually this is shit. Like the overall feel and how we felt about when the game came out and the overall kind of reception by people is more important than a couple of people who are reviewing for publications and stuff like that.
Atomic Heart hits.
Atomic Heart was a hit, I think. Was a hit with people. I don't think it was a hit with. This is one of those games that was more of a hit with the actual public than it was with the reviewers, I think. So it's kind of the opposite. Yeah. So this one you would say, oh, this could be like even a miss. It was like a 6.65. I didn't give it 8, but it was really like not good reviews when it came out, and I was like interested by the whole thing because like usually when there's something that has kind of like mixed reviews, I'm usually like, like that's what a game I want to check out. I played Atomic Heart for the first couple of hours earlier this year and stuff. I think we did the majority of it during the 24-hour live stream and stuff. I liked it. I really liked it. I thought it was an interesting game. And if you go on to like Steam, mostly positive, that's it won a Steam award, which is nothing, but it got voted on by the public. It was like, yeah, it was a Soviet Bioshock-y kind of game. It was like, it was interesting. It did remind me of Bioshock a lot. The user reviews are more important here, and I think generally people did like Atomic Heart. I think honestly people did like it, and I put it as a hit. So I'm gonna overrule. I'm gonna say Atomic Heart was a hit. I think people enjoyed it. And just critics for some reason didn't.
Final Fantasy 16 hits.
Final Fantasy 16 was a hit. Yeah. A lot more of a step up from Final Fantasy 15, which to a lot of people wasn't as good. I agree that Final Fantasy 15 wasn't as good as it should have been. It should have been better, but it wasn't.
Crime Boss. This game is weird looking. It looks like a copycat of GTA. If you have not seen, I don't know.
This was a complete miss. There we go.
Is also in it. I think this is going to be dog shit, if I'm being honest. It's just really weird, but I kind of want it to be a hit. I really want it to be a hit, but it's
Fortunately not.
it feels like it's going to be a bad game with just all its money spent on voice actors, to be honest, and that's how they were going to sell it, really. Street Fighter 6, I think we said, was a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit, right? Yeah, that's a hit. That's absolutely a hit. I'll take that as a win. That's an easy win, though. Street Fighter is easy.
Jedi Survivor, hits.
Jedi Survivor is a weird one, because I think it is a hit. It just had its performance issues, really. But yeah, it's a hit. It is a mix at the moment. It might just be PC, though. It still runs like absolute crap. Do not pay more than 20 for this. Worst PC port of the year. The game itself is enjoyable, but it's just the PC port is terrible. I'm still gonna put that down as a hit, though. I think I know it shouldn't be putting it down as a hit because the game doesn't work, but it's a very specific area and platform and stuff, and I didn't make this list to just say, oh, it's PC only. It's kind of like a general consensus of the game itself.
The miss.
Redfall.
I think we said it was a miss.
Redfall was a miss.
A slight miss. Stalker 2.
A big miss.
Dead Island 2 we said would be a miss.
Dead Island 2 was a miss, right? Yeah. I mean, I don't really understand some of these fucking percentages. Like 57% of critics recommend, but it's like 7, 8, 7, 8. The average is 75, so that's a 5. 7, 8, 7, 7.8, 7, 7, 9, 7, 6, 8, 7. A lot of 7s, a lot of middle of the road. Yeah, a lot of 3-star. Some of them go 5. I think that's a middle of the road game. So I'm gonna take the L on that one. I did say it would be a complete miss. I didn't think it would be working, or
Don't really do that.
I didn't think it'd be a good game. Hogwarts Legacy was a hit.
What I said. I think it's overhyped, but I still think it'll be a hit.
It was a hit. It was a hit.
Zelda, the name I forgot what it is for the new Breath of the Wild.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Breath of the Wild 2.
Hit.
This is going to be a hit.
That was an easy one.
Sorry. The day before, this game's getting absolutely booted online. I don't think it'll be good.
Hit.
I think it's not really that impressive, to be honest. Kerbal.
Oh no, day before got a miss. What shot? I think that's it.
Oh, Hades. Complete miss. Hades 2 hit, obviously.
Not out yet.
It's number 2. You know the rule where it's number 2.
It basically, the theory is if you made a good first game, the second game is guaranteed to be good. If you made a poor first game, it's kind of 50-50 if the second one's going to be good. But if you made a good first game of something, like a brand new IP, and it works, the first game in the IP works, the second game always works as well, or just as good, or better. You can look it up. Like, look at how many games and their second game is just as good as the first one, if not better. It's just science. It's just what it is. So stuff I got wrong. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 things wrong in terms of the categories that they were placed in. Eventually, 15 I was spot on with, and 5 I was wrong. So 75%. I was 75% right with my predictions. That's how accurate I am.